Graduates, we are very excited for your ceremony today and couldn't be more proud of you. We are still getting some of your classmates settled and will begin shortly. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Lombardi, and I have the honor of serving as president of Maryville University. This is a very unique graduation ceremony for our physical therapy doctors. Normally, we would be together. We'd be celebrating your amazing achievement. We'd be sharing in the collective outstanding work you've all done. Unfortunately, the pandemic has made that impossible for us to do in person. But I wanted to send a special message to you, a message that tries to convey the enormous pride and the enormous support that we feel for all of you, for what you've achieved and what you're going to achieve in a very successful and long set of careers. Attaining a doctorate in physical therapy is an amazing achievement. It's a commitment of intellect, It's a commitment of energy and passion, and it's also a commitment in the future to make the lives of so many people better, higher quality, healthy. Someone my age, I've had the benefit of having numerous physical therapy sessions for all the aches and pains that I carry with me. And I can tell, some of those doctors were from our Maryville program, and I can tell you that the professionalism, the ability, the knowledge, and the commitment to me as a patient and patients in general have been profoundly life-changing for myself. So on behalf of Maryville University, let me say to all of the graduates today, congratulations, great job. Thank you for what you've done and what you will do. And I look forward to the time where I can shake each and every one of your hands and tell you how proud we are of what you've achieved and that the people that you are and will become. Please celebrate during this time with your friends and family. Be safe and be healthy during this pandemic, and look forward to a much brighter 2021 ahead of us. God bless, and thank you.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the physical therapy program here at Maryville, I welcome the family and friends of the graduating class of 2020 to this joyous celebration. I would like to thank and recognize some of our distinguished guests here with us today to join in this celebration. The faculty of the physical therapy program, Dr. Sandy Ross and Dr. Rachel Rose, our distinguished honored speaker, Dr. Ryan Duncan, the Dean Emeritus of the Walker College of Health Professions, Dr. Charles Goulis, the Dean of the Walker College of Health Professions, Dr. Michelle Jenkins, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Sherry Pfister. I am Jill Heitzman, and as Program Director for Physical Therapy, I am proud to announce the 10th convocation and commencement for the Doctor of Physical Therapy to be in session. I am pleased to present to you Dr. Sandy Ross, who will introduce our honored speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Sandy Ross, and I have the pleasure of presenting the Helen May Bradley Achievement Award. This award, in memory of Helen May Bradley, recognizes an individual's outstanding achievement to physical therapy in the areas of expert clinician, professional, reflective practitioner, and educator. Helen, the first physical therapist from Missouri, demonstrated exceptional dedication to her country and profession during her career. The physical therapy faculty have chosen to present this year's Helen May Bradley Award to Dr. Ryan Duncan. Dr. Ryan Duncan is an associate professor in physical therapy and neurology at Washington University in St. Louis. He completed his Bachelor's of Health Science and Master's degree in physical therapy at Maryville University in 2008. So he was sitting in your seat just 12 years ago. He completed his post-professional Doctor of Physical Therapy and Master's of Science in Clinical Investigation at Washington University. He began his career as a physical therapist at Barnes-Jewish Hospital in St. Louis before transitioning into a research position within the program of physical therapy at Washington University. In 2013, he was promoted to a faculty position at Washington University, where he works today. The broad focus of his research is to understand factors impacting movement in people with Parkinson's disease, as well as how movement changes in response to rehabilitation in this population. He has published more than 30 peer-reviewed manuscripts in this area. His current research is focused on understanding the biomechanical, sensory, and psychological factors related to low back pain in people with Parkinson's disease. His work is funded by the National Institutes of Health. Dr. Duncan is an active member of the American Physical Therapy Association. He has served as co-chair of the Programming Committee of the Academy of Neurologic Physical Therapy, a member of the Honors and Awards Committee of the APTA, and many roles within the APTA of Missouri. He currently serves as Chief Delegate of the APTA of Missouri. He has received the Dan Hartwig Award for Academic Excellence, Leadership, and Humanitarianism from the Physical Therapy Program at Maryville University. He is a two-time National Institute of Health Loan Repayment Program recipient and received the APTA's Chattanooga Research Award for Best Manuscript Published in Physical Therapy in 2014. It is an honor for me to recognize Dr. Ryan Duncan for his wonderful accomplishments and present him with the 2020 Helen May Bradley Award.
Thank you, graduates, family, friends, and distinguished faculty members, for welcoming me into your homes and onto your screens today. I hate to start with such a cliche, but it really does feel like it was just yesterday that I was on the other side of this podium, where you graduates are today, itchy and hot in my first black robe. My hair and knees unfortunately remind me that 12 years have actually passed, though I hate to say the robes never become less hot. I could not be more honored or humbled to be back at Maryville University speaking to you today. This place will always be my home. It made me who I am. It helped me set the course for the rest of my life. To Dr. Sandy Ross, I owe an immense thank you, both for that very flattering introduction as well as serving as an important mentor for me. None of the accomplishments that Dr. Ross read off would have been possible without the phenomenal faculty here at Maryville University, or the solid education and opportunities that I received here. I will always be indebted to the people here for seeing something in me and nurturing that, something that up until I was in my fourth year, I never saw in myself. The year that I graduated, Dr. Joanne Wagner received this award. I was so inspired by her. To think that you find me being worthy of being in the same ranks, well, I really can't find the words to adequately express my profound gratitude and appreciation. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the privilege of receiving the Helen May Bradley Achievement Award. Now, to the stars of the occasion, to the esteemed graduates of the Doctor of Physical Therapy program here at Maryville University, please accept my most heartfelt congratulations for the tremendous accomplishment that each and every one of you have made. Over the past 6.5 years, there are things that you experienced here that I assure you, you will never forget. Like Jack Bennett's stare down with his glasses on the tip of his nose, Joni's P&F patterns, Mike Cebulka's spins and snouts, Conrad's memorable heart sounds, and Dr. Ghosh's contagious laugh. Today marks the culmination of a rigorous course of study marked by sleepless nights, exorbitant amounts of caffeine, and the extremes of human emotion from desolation to euphoria. Though today marks the culmination of your time here at Maryville University, it also signifies a beginning. It marks the beginning of the rest of your lives. It signifies the start of a journey and a career that I hope lights you on fire. Lights your soul on fire. I know your brains are overflowing with knowledge and memories from the past 6.5 years, but if I may, I'd like to take a little bit of time to reinforce some of the lessons that I carried from my time here that have served me well as a physical therapist, as a scholar, a researcher, and a person. The first is to not be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. 10 months into my first job, I was driving home from work one day. I was on Kings Highway crossing Highway 40, or I-64 as Illinoisans call it, and saw Sandy Ross pop up on my cell phone. I'm showing my age here, but I flipped that bad boy open, and Sandy told me that there was a job opportunity studying Parkinson's disease in a research lab at Washington University. She encouraged me to apply. I wasn't looking for a job at the time. I remember thinking, I'm only 10 months into my first job. I can't just quit. What could I possibly bring to the table? I was flat out terrified, but I was also intrigued. It would have been easy to not apply, to stay where I was, to stay comfortable. But I took a big leap of faith and jumped outside my comfort zone. I like to think of myself as being like Alexander Hamilton. I was just like my country. I was young, scrappy, and hungry, and I wasn't going to throw away my shot. It was a cell phone call that changed my life, and Sandy, thank you for that. That was just the first of many times I took a leap of faith and tried something that stretched me beyond my comfort zone. For me, it was diving into a post-professional DPT program, starting a Parkinson's disease-specific clinic, and pursuing leadership positions with the MPTA and the APTA. As I reflect on my career thus far, the choices that I made that required the most nerve, boldness, and courage always paid the highest dividends. So I encourage you, especially when you're unsure if you're up to the challenge, take that leap anyway. I implore you, new graduates, push the envelope, take chances, and find avenues that will give your life the most meaning and satisfaction. My second piece of advice is closely tied to the first. Persevere and do not fear failure. In 2009, Dr. Ann Fick was my research group's mentor. Our project was selected for an oral platform presentation at the Combined Sections meeting in Las Vegas that year. I was more nervous to give this presentation than I was on my wedding day. I was so lucky to have Ann Fick by my side when I was giving that presentation. Ann helped me to learn that everything in life is a learning experience. She taught me not to let fear paralyze me. As Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, there is nothing to be feared but fear itself. In your 40 or 50 years as a physical therapist, there will be a number of occasions for celebration, some for tears, and some for both. Some days you'll feel like you can fix any person that comes through your door, and other days you might feel the opposite. Still, persevere. It is a difficult thing to be bombarded with everyone's highlight reels. Social media does not help this one bit. Do not let comparison be the thief of your joy. I worked hard over the past 12 years. I've published more than 30 articles. I've gotten more than $300,000 in grant funding, but that's the highlight reel. What you don't see on Twitter or hear in flattering introductions is the less than perfect. For all those articles I've published, I've never had one accepted on the first try. In fact, some of those papers were rejected 2 or 3 times before they were published. I've had more grant applications rejected than I've had funded. In your career, you're going to make mistakes. Not every patient is going to have a perfect outcome. That's why they call it clinical practice. But after having a brief pity party, be a reflective practitioner. Think about these mistakes, rejections, imperfect outcomes, not as failures, but as opportunities for learning and growth. And for goodness sakes, just keep going. My third piece of advice is to stay curious. Albert Einstein once said that intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. One curriculum goal for this program is to create learners who will seek to expand knowledge for professional growth and development to help others. This program taught me, and you, to be curious. It taught us to ask questions, and also that we have the means to answer them. This ceremony marks a beginning of a new phase of learning, one in which you'll be taught not by faculty members, but rather by patients, colleagues, and yourself. One in which you'll pursue knowledge, not just to fulfill the requirements of an assignment, but to transform the life of your patients. In addition to cultivating curiosity in yourself, foster curiosity in others. Start a journal club in your clinic to appraise the latest research. Develop interdisciplinary relationships to learn from other professionals who contribute to patient outcomes. Attend reputable continuing education courses that base their teaching in evidence. And don't just confine yourself to reading PT stuff. Pick up a novel, pick up a biography. Encourage students and colleagues to develop a passion for pursuit of knowledge by leading by example. Foster your own intellectual identity. And as a clinical instructor, foster the intellectual identity of your students by encouraging critical thought rather than teaching them to mimic everything you do. Being curious and asking questions paved the way for our profession to base itself in science. Curious scientists, clinicians, and students continue to solidify our evidence base. Curiosity is an essential ingredient in the recipe for developing professional excellence. My final piece of advice is to invest in your profession. Throughout your tenure here at Maryville, I'm sure that you've heard 10,000 times that you should be a member of the American Physical Therapy Association for the rest of your career. Well, allow me to make it 10,001. During my time at Maryville, Drs. Ross, Jenkins, and Bennett were highly involved in leadership roles or teaching within the Missouri Physical Therapy Association. Drs. Fick, Diaz, Berry, Gulas, and Sabolka were highly involved in the APTA or sections related to their interests. My engagement in APTA and the sense of duty for service to the profession traces straight back here to Maryville. Serving as chair of the Eastern District of the Missouri Physical Therapy Association, chief delegate for the Missouri Physical Therapy Association, and as part of the Academy of Neurologic Physical Therapy have been a few highlights and most rewarding experiences of my career thus far. And I know that serving in the APTA, state chapter, section, or academy can be one of your greatest gifts to the profession. The fulfillment you receive in return will far exceed the time and effort that you put forth. The faculty here at Maryville set a great example in this regard. Their advocacy at the state and national levels demonstrates the importance not only of being an APTA member, but an engaged member. In the face of cuts in reimbursement and restricted access to our services, your faculty does not stand idly by hoping that someone else will advocate on behalf of our profession and for our patients. They take it upon themselves to speak out for what physical therapists and patients deserve. And if you take one thing away from this speech, I hope it's that you should too. There is no more noble cause than to restore meaning to life. Your graduation and formal entry into the profession of physical therapy could not have come at a better time. An article published just this past Tuesday in The Lancet estimated that approximately 2.5 billion with a B, people on this earth will benefit from the services that you will soon provide. Our profession needs you. The world needs you. With the exceptional preparation that you've received here at Maryville University, you are ready. I'm thrilled to be one of the first to wish you the best on this fantastic career journey on which you're about to embark. I'm ecstatic to now call all of you colleagues. And finally, I am delighted to congratulate each and every one of you on your outstanding accomplishments here at Maryville University. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Duncan, for that inspiring message and for all you have done for our profession. Congratulations again on being the recipient of the 2020 Helen M. Bradley Award. At this time, I am proud to present to you Dr. Michelle Jenkins, the Dean of Walker College of Health Professions, who has the honor of presenting the graduates of the Doctor of Physical Therapy Class 2020.
On behalf of the physical therapy faculty, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the candidates of the Doctor of Physical Therapy Class of 2020. Each of the candidates has shown a tremendous amount of hard work, dedication, and growth that has enabled them to be here today. We want to congratulate each of them and celebrate with all of you this outstanding achievement. As I read the graduate's name, we encourage your family or friends to hood the graduate. Dr. Chloe Ellen Adams. Dr. Adams is from St. Charles, Missouri. Dr. Adams would like to work in an outpatient orthopedics facility or in a geriatric setting. Dr. Courtney Lynn Billhartz. Dr. Billhartz is from Highland, Illinois, and has accepted a position in the outpatient and acute care area at HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital in Highland, Illinois. Dr. Brendan James Browse. Dr. Browse is from St. Peters, Missouri, and has accepted a position with Excel Sports and Physical Therapy, a rural outpatient setting in Warrenton, Missouri. Dr. Browse served as a class representative in the Physical Therapy Club. Dr. Kate Nicole Brown. Dr. Brown is from Breeze, Illinois, and has accepted a position at HSHS St. Joseph's Breeze Outpatient Physical Therapy. Dr. Brown is a member of the Delta Epsilon Sigma Honor Society. Dr. Justin Michael Buck. Dr. Buck is from Peoria, Illinois, and has accepted a position with Advanced Training and Rehab, an outpatient facility in Cave Springs in St. Peters, Missouri. Dr. Buck served as the co-president of the Physical Therapy Club during the 2019-20 academic year. Dr. Aaron Nicholas Bittner. Dr. Bittner is from Belleville, Illinois, and has accepted a position with Advanced Training and Rehab. Dr. Bittner was nominated by members of the Maryville community as an honoree of the Who's Who Among Students in American University and Colleges Awards. In addition to earning his Doctor of Physical Therapy degree, Dr. Bittner has also earned a master's degree in business administration while in the physical therapy program and has worked 8 seasons with the St. Louis Cardinals. Dr. Bria Kaylin Quinton Busta. Dr. Busta is from Centennial, Colorado, and would like to pursue a career in pediatric physical therapy. Dr. Busta served as a graduate assistant for gross anatomy, is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society, was nominated for the Missouri Physical Therapy Association Outstanding Student Award, served as a class representative for the Physical Therapy Club during the 2019-20 academic year, and volunteered for over 100 hours at St. Louis Children's Hospital's Adaptive Swim and Dance class. Dr. Maddie Rose Carter. Dr. Carter is from Greenville, Illinois, and has accepted a position with Julie Gordon at Vandalia Physical Therapy in the outpatient rural physical therapy setting where diagnoses from all ends of our scope of practice are seen. Dr. Carter maintained a 4.0 grade point average through all semesters while enrolled in the physical therapy program. Dr. Carter is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society and the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society. Dr. Rachel Ann Cochran. Dr. Cochran is from Auburn, Illinois, and would like to work in an acute care setting. Dr. Cochran served as the historian of the Physical Therapy Club for the 2019-2020 academic year. Dr. Bethany Ann Coffey Essner. Dr. Coffey Essner is from Centralia, Illinois, and has accepted a position with SSM Health in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Dr. Coffey Essner earned core distinction in learning and mentoring from Maryville University, is a member of the Delta Epsilon Sigma Honor Society, and was the physical therapy program PALS co-coordinator. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Cook. Dr. Cook is from Seymour, Missouri, and has accepted a position at Mercy Outpatient Physical Therapy in Nixa, Missouri. Dr. Cook served as the Physical Therapy Club secretary during the 2018-19 academic year and as co-president of the Physical Therapy Club during the 2019-20 academic year. Dr. Cook is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society. Dr. Daria Catherine Siklowski. Dr. Siklowski is from Valley Park, Missouri, and would like to work in an outpatient setting. Dr. Morgan Lee Daters. Dr. Daters is from Teutopolis, Illinois, and has accepted a full-time physical therapy position at HSHS St. Anthony's Outpatient Physical Therapy located in Effingham, Illinois, where she hopes to one day specialize in women's pelvic health therapy. Dr. Dater served as the treasurer for the Physical Therapy Club for the 2019-20 academic year, is a member of the Alpha Eta National Honor Society, and is the Illinois Physical Therapy Association CSM grant recipient for 2020. Dr. Ethan Lewis Duclos. Dr. Duclos is from Red Bud, Illinois, and would like to work in an orthopedic outpatient setting. Dr. Duclos participated in the Academy of Orthopedic Physical Therapy Mentorship Program, is a member of the Delta Epsilon Sigma Honor Society, and a Maryville University Athletic Department Academic All-Conference Team member. Dr. Erica Lee Freeble. Dr. Freeble is from Lick Creek, Illinois. Dr. Freeble would like to work in an outpatient orthopedic setting. Dr. Joshua Robert Fries. Dr. Fries is from Jackson, Missouri, and has accepted a position with advanced training and rehab and outpatient setting in the St. Louis area. Dr. Fries served as the Physical Therapy Club class representative during the 6th year in the program. Dr. Samantha Rosa Garza. Dr. Garza is from Waterloo, Illinois. Dr. Garza would like to work in an outpatient setting. Dr. Nicholas Richard Giacalone. Dr. Giacalone is from St. Peters, Missouri. Dr. Giacalone has accepted a position with Athletico-Physical Therapy. Dr. Ellen Lorraine Love Gray. Dr. Gray is from Gillespie, Illinois. Dr. Gray is interested in independent and assisted living communities as a setting for her first position, and is interested in pursuing a career in which she can obtain her geriatric clinical specialty. At the American Physical Therapy Association's combined sections meeting this year, Dr. Gray was the 2020 Geriatric Student Award recipient from the American Physical Therapy Association Geriatrics Academy. Dr. Sidel Mara Gray. Dr. Gray is from Wildwood, Missouri. Dr. Gray would like to work in an outpatient physical therapy site in St. Louis, Missouri. Dr. Gray received an Exceptional Student Award from Cora Physical Therapy. Dr. Mitchell Thomas Hammock. Dr. Hammock is from St. Clair, Missouri, and has accepted a position with Access Physical Therapy in Washington, Missouri. Dr. Hammock began his manual therapy certification in November. Dr. Madeline Rose Hartke. Dr. Hartke is from Teutopolis, Illinois, and would like to work in an outpatient setting with a focus on pelvic health. Dr. Hartke has completed the first 3 didactic courses through the American Physical Therapy Association toward earning her certification in pelvic health. Dr. Mackenzie Lynn Hayden. Dr. Hayden is from St. Charles, Missouri, and would like to work in an outpatient setting. Dr. James Frederick Heath. Dr. Heath is from St. Charles, Missouri, and would like to work in an inpatient rehab setting. Dr. Catherine Suzanne Helm. Dr. Helm is from O'Fallon, Missouri. Dr. Helm has accepted a position with SSM Physical Therapy. Dr. Tony Lee Henson. Dr. Henson is from Owensville, Missouri, and would like to work in a skilled nursing facility or rehabilitation hospital. Dr. Henson received the 2nd place award in the St. Louis University Geriatric Case Competition. Dr. Joseph Philip Kantz. Dr. Kantz is from St. Louis, Missouri. Dr. Kantz has accepted a position with ATI Physical Therapy as an outpatient orthopedic therapist. Dr. Kantz was the 1st place award winner at St. Louis University's 2019 IPE Geriatric Case Competition, a 2020 Geriatric Student Award recipient from the American Physical Therapy Association Geriatrics Academy, and has earned a NASM Personal Trainer certification. Dr. Bradley Edward Lobeck. Dr. Lobeck is from St. Louis, Missouri, and plans to do traveling therapy, eventually settling down in an outpatient clinic. Dr. Lobeck served as the Vice President for the Physical Therapy Club during the 2019-2020 academic year. Dr. Kelsey Elaine Martin. Dr. Martin is from Palmyra, Missouri, and has accepted a full-time position at SSM Day Institute. Dr. Martin was a member of the Maryville University softball team for 4 years, receiving all-conference and playing in the NCAA championship tournament. Dr. Divya Manoj Merchant. Dr. Merchant is from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Dr. Merchant has accepted a position at Apex, an outpatient orthopedic setting in Glen Carbon, Illinois. Dr. Merchant received the Kenny Belt Scholar Award from the Illinois Elks. Dr. Ashlyn Mackenzie Myers. Dr. Myers is from Jacksonville, Illinois, and has accepted a position with ATI in Waterloo, Illinois. Dr. Myers is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society. Dr. Erica Lynn Neal. Dr. Neal is from Mendon, Illinois, and would like to work in an outpatient orthopedic clinic in the St. Louis area. Dr. Shelby Ann Nelson. Dr. Nelson is from Lewistown, Missouri, and would like to work in either an outpatient setting or with a geriatric or women's health population. Dr. Nelson earned core distinction in learning and mentoring from Maryville University and was inducted in the Delta Epsilon Sigma Scholastic Honor Society. Dr. Haley Joan Pardo. Dr. Pardo is from Jefferson City, Missouri, and would like to work in a pediatric setting. Dr. Pardo is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society. Dr. Alyssa Kaylee Pellman. Dr. Pellman is from Millstadt, Illinois, and would like to work in an inpatient rehabilitation or outpatient orthopedic setting. Dr. Pellman is a member of the Alpha Eta Honor Society, served as secretary for the Missouri Student Special Interest Group, was nominated for Missouri Physical Therapy Association's Outstanding Physical Therapist Student Award, and is the recipient of the Michael Manning Scholar Award from the Illinois Elks. Dr. Ashley Nicole Pogue. Dr. Pogue is from Carroll Stream, Illinois, and would like to work in an outpatient orthopedic neurologic setting. Dr. Pogue served as the Student Advocacy Forum Chair, Maryville University Women's Soccer Graduate Assistant, and gained cultural perspective during study abroad in India. Dr. Jordan Douglas Rotterman. Dr. Rotterman is from Damiensville, Illinois. Dr. Rotterman will be moving to the Dallas area to practice in an orthopedic outpatient setting. Dr. Carly Margaret Raykemper. Dr. Raykemper is from New Baden, Illinois, and would like to work in an outpatient orthopedic clinic. Dr. Raykemper served as the Missouri Student Special Interest Group representative. Dr. Abigail Claire Riley. Dr. Riley is from Godfrey, Illinois, and has accepted a position with Alton Physical Therapy, an outpatient facility in Staunton, Illinois. Dr. Riley served as the class representative in the Physical Therapy Club. Dr. Stephen Lee Schall. Dr. Schall is from Mount Pulaski, Illinois, and has accepted a position with Alton Physical Therapy, a hospital-based outpatient and acute rehab facility in Shelbyville and Litchfield, Illinois. Dr. Schall is a member of Alpha Eta and Delta Epsilon Honor Societies. Dr. Drake Tuller Smith. Dr. Smith is from Overland Park, Kansas, and would like to work in an outpatient orthopedic setting. Dr. Reese Marie Triller. Dr. Triller is from Perryville, Missouri, and has accepted a position at Mercy Hospital. Dr. Triller served as secretary of the Physical Therapy Club during the 2019-2020 academic year. Dr. Alicia Marie Velasquez. Dr. Velasquez is from Mascoutah, Illinois, and would like to work in an acute care setting. Dr. Madeline Claire Wagner. Dr. Wagner is from St. Charles, Missouri, and would like to work in a pediatric setting. Dr. Wagner served as Maryville Reaches Out team leader and was a campus activity board member. Dr. Wagner was the recipient of the Multicultural Scholars Dean's Award. Dr. Nicole Elizabeth Zink. Dr. Zink is from St. Louis, Missouri, and would like to work in an outpatient setting for her first position. Dr. Zink received first place in the 2018 and 2020 Charenji Obstacle Course Race Ninja Competition and helped to establish the Central States Ninja Association. It is now my pleasure to introduce Vice President for Academic Affairs, Sherry Pfister, who will confer the degree.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the Maryville University faculty, I confer upon you the Doctorate of Physical Therapy, as has been or will be completed, and invest in you all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Today, we are also proud to recognize our graduating cardiovascular and pulmonary clinical resident, Dr. Emily Grieshaber. The physical therapy program here at Maryville has collaborated with the VA health system in St. Louis in offering a cardiovascular and pulmonary residency program. The residency program currently stands as one of 8 accredited cardiovascular and pulmonary residency programs in the United States. Under the direction of Dr. Ann Fick and Dr. Conrad Diaz, who are both board-certified clinical specialists in cardiovascular and pulmonary physical therapy, we offer this residency program to licensed therapists interested in growing their expertise in the management of patients with cardiovascular and pulmonary issues. Maryville's role is to help residents expand their knowledge while learning how to educate the next generation of therapists. Congratulations, Dr. Emily Grieshaber, on being our 3rd candidate to successfully complete this residency program. I would now like to invite Dr. Rachel Rose to come forward to begin our awards and honors recognitions.
I'm Dr. Rachel Rose, and today I have the honor to announce the graduates who are being inducted into Delta Phi Tau National Physical Therapy Student Honor Society. The 6 students being inducted today are Dr. Bria Busta, Dr. Maddie Carter, Dr. Sarah Cook, Dr. Morgan Daters, Dr. Alyssa Pellman, and Dr. Stephen Shaw. The National Physical Therapy Student Honor Society, or Delta Phi Tau, is an organization established in 2018 by the American Council of Academic Physical Therapy to recognize current Doctor of Physical Therapy students who demonstrate excellence, integrity, and professionalism in areas of academic achievement, leadership, and service or research. This year, we are proud to have 6 students who were selected to be inducted into the society. All 6 students have demonstrated exceptional academic accomplishments and advocated for the physical therapy profession through their leadership, service, and research. Each student has been sent a cord and pin to wear today and a certificate to acknowledge their accomplishment. Congratulations to all of you. Today I'm also presenting the Award for Excellence in Physical Therapy. The Award for Excellence in Physical Therapy recognizes a graduating Doctor of Physical Therapy student for academic excellence, leadership skills on campus and in the community, and who has exhibited evidence of academic and intellectual maturity. This year, this award is presented to two students, Dr. Maddie Rose Carter and Dr. Alyssa Kaylee Pellman. Congratulations.
I have the honor of presenting the Physical Therapy Faculty Award. This award is presented to graduating Doctor of Physical Therapy students who most exemplify the characteristics and virtues of the physical therapy profession. This award's recipients this year are Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Cook and Dr. Ethan Lewis DeClose. Congratulations.
Today I'm also honored to present the Dan Hartwig Award. The Dan Hartwig Award is presented to a graduating Doctor of Physical Therapy student in memory of Dan Hartwig, class of 2004. The student who has been chosen based upon academic success, exceptional leadership, peer teaching, passion about physical therapy and life, and humanitarianism. This award is presented to Dr. Brendan James Browse. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Charles Goulis, and I'm honored to announce the recipient of the Dr. Charles J. Goulis Humanitarian Service Award. I am humbled to have this award created to honor my service and warmly thank the physical therapy program faculty. This award is presented to a graduating Doctor of Physical Therapy student who demonstrates the compassionate nature of the physical therapy profession by exhibiting humane service through meaningful volunteerism. The volunteer services rendered may be within the physical therapy profession, the Maryville community, or through public works of goodwill in the greater community. This year's recipient has been chosen for a sustained volunteerism serving the physical and spiritual needs of many, both here on campus and in the community. His service includes participation in geriatric fitness wellness classes, Special Olympics Fund Fitness, a global medical brigade trip to Panama, and serving as president of the Lutheran Student Fellowship. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Stephen Shaw as the 2020 recipient of the Charles J. Goulis Humanitarian Service Award.
I have the pleasure of recognizing the students for their research accomplishments. We had 8 groups of students who worked 2 years on faculty research projects. All 8 groups successfully defended their research in an oral poster presentation at Maryville University in April of this year. All groups had their abstracts accepted at the state level and were to present posters at the Missouri Physical Therapy Association Spring Conference in Kansas City. However, this was canceled due to COVID. 7 groups had their abstracts accepted at the highly competitive National Physical Therapy Conference, 1 as an oral platform and 6 as posters. The research will be presented at the combined sections meeting of the American Physical Therapy Association virtually in February 2021. We would like to recognize this significant research accomplishment. You will see each group's poster with the authors listed as we recognize their work. Presenting an oral platform to the cardiovascular and pulmonary care section titled Differences in Functional Outcomes of Patient Discharge Location Following left ventricular assistive device implantation in the acute care setting, a retrospective study are the following authors: Dr. Heidi Timke, Dr. Ann Fick, and graduates Morgan Daters, Kelsey Martin, Jordan Rotterman, Abigail Riley, and Bradley Lobeck. Presenting a poster to the cardiovascular and pulmonary care section titled Differences in Blood Pressure and Workload Intensity During Arm and Leg Ergometry at Submaximal Target Heart Rates in College-Age Individuals are the following authors: Dr. Conrad Diaz, and graduates Ethan DeClose, James Heath, Shelby Nelson, Bethany Coffey Essner, Stephen Schall, and Nicholas Giacalone. Presenting a poster to the neurology section titled, Can Initial Scores on Stroke-Related Outcome Measures Assist in Determining Discharge Destination from Acute Care, are the following authors: Dr. Joni Berry, and graduates Rachel Cochran, Alyssa Pellman, Kate Brown, Courtney Billhartz, and Ellen Gray. Presenting a poster to the neurology section titled, Immediate Effects of Weighted Backstraps on Gait Characteristics and Balance in Individuals with Idiopathic Parkinson's Disease, a pilot study, are the following authors: Dr. Pradeep Ghosh, and graduates Madeline Harkey, Sarah Cook, Ashley Pogue, Maddie Carter, Daria Siklowski, and Ashlyn Myers. Presenting a poster to the pediatric section titled, Determining a Relationship Between Cervical, Thoracolumbar, and Hip Range of Motion Asymmetries in Infants with Congenital Muscular Torticollis, a pilot study, are the following authors: Dr. Rachel Rose, and graduates Mackenzie Hayden, Chloe Adams, Divya Merchant, Madeline Wagner, Carly Raykemper, and Catherine Helm. Presenting a poster to the pediatric section titled, Effects of an Intensive Therapy Bout on Endurance and Functional Gait in Children with Cerebral Palsy who have had a selective dorsal rhizotomy, a retrospective study, are the following authors: myself, and graduates Joshua Fries, Haley Pardo, Tony Henson, Nikki Zink, Alicia Velasquez, and Brendan Brous. And lastly, presenting a poster to the orthopedic section titled, Reliability of Assessing Costovertebral Mobility in Those with and Without Upper Thoracic Lower Cervical Pain, a pilot study, are the following authors: Dr. Mike Sabolka, and graduates Reese Triller, Drake Smith, Bria Besta, Justin Buck, and Erica Neal. Thank you all for representing Maryville University so well at the state and national level. I'm incredibly proud.
Congratulations to all of our award winners. Your respective award will be sent to you shortly following this ceremony. Please be prepared to recite the oath with me. You will be taking the oath of a physical therapist. This was emailed to you. Please print this off, frame it, place it someplace that you can see every day to remind you to live by this oath every single day. Please join me now in reciting this oath of a physical therapist. As I enter the profession of physical therapy, I hereby voluntarily affirm and solemnly pledge that I shall strive daily to be trustworthy and maintain integrity. I shall be a reflective practitioner who respects the right and dignity of all patients and clients. I shall demonstrate professionalism as outlined in the American Physical Therapy Association's core values and guide to professional conduct. I shall be an educator who contributes to the body of knowledge in physical therapy. I shall be a learner who seeks to expand knowledge for both personal and professional growth. I shall recognize the expertise of other healthcare team members to facilitate optimal patient and client outcomes. I shall strive to engage and support the entrance of the physical therapy program at Maryville University as an alum. I take this oath of commitment to do my best to fulfill my roles and responsibilities as a physical therapist to maximize the health needs of society. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Life as a physical therapist is a journey, not a destination. While today marks a momentous occasion in the life of each of you and a destination achieved through your dedication, commitment, and passion, this is only the beginning of your lifelong journey. This journey will take you along many exciting paths. By keeping the focus on improving the quality of life of everyone you encounter, you will transform society by optimizing movement to improve the human experience. Each faculty member here today has given of themselves for you to go forward. And while moving forward, you have left a little bit of yourself on each of us here at Maryville. Go forward in your journey, challenging yourself and taking some of those roads less traveled to make your own mark on the profession and society. You are the future of our profession, and we are proud to call you our colleagues. Please join me in once again congratulating Maryville University's Doctor of Physical Therapy, Class of 2020. We thank you for being in attendance with us today.
Dear Class of 2020, we did it. We forged our way during a global pandemic and racial reckoning, determined to complete what we started, dedicated to our education, and finding hope for our futures. I celebrate our strength, perseverance, imagination, and resiliency. These gifts are from our ancestors. May we pass them down. A tradition that holds dear to our heart here at Maryville University is the ringing of the Maryville bell. It happens twice a year, once for the incoming class and once to say thank you for all the graduates. I am Mary Morgan Knight, a college health profession graduate of 2020, and I'm honored to stand here today to ring the Maryville bell to recognize the graduates and their accomplishments. Congratulations, we're all going to do amazing.